Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 312 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we've got ourselves a new set, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Let's draft it. So this one was Mill 3, Return a Creature. That's fine, but I don't want to first pick it. I do like some ramp. Ramp is always good. There's an Essence Capture. Haven't seen this go off just yet. We'll see if it's any good. Air of Enlightenment is filler. Yeah, pretty weak pack to be honest. But Orochi Merge Keeper is a definite start. We can play some big Tanukis. Go on from there. What do we got here? Thirst for Knowledge. Heiko Yamazaki could be quite good turning artifacts. Explosive Entry. We've got a return to action. No removal or anything nutty here, so I think I'm happy with a Heiko. Heiko Yamazaki. Yeah. We'll want some artifacts. We may want some more samurais, although this one could just be the samurai itself, especially if we modify it up if we're in red-green, for example. Yeah, let's take Heiko and see where we go from there. I think I've done 5 drafts so far. 5 drafts, 6 drafts. Let's check my data. I have done 5 drafts, and I've gone 2-1, 1-2, 2-1, 2-1, 3-0. 66.7% win rate. Invoke Despair was one of the bad ones. I think the only real good one was the green one. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Runaway Trash Bot, I could see being very good. Just play a lot of artifacts and enchantments, and this gets huge, and it goes in almost every deck, I would say. Beyond that, I don't see much good. You Are Already Dead is not that good. This card's bad. This card's fine if you're splashing. Fine if you're splashing. Yeah, I'll take a Runaway Trash Bot here. Good little Roomba. Good little Roomba. And we'll keep getting a feel for where we want to go. There's a black-green dual land here. But yeah, let's take Runaway Trash Bot. Mirror Box is unplayable in limited. Discover the Impossible. What was that one? 3 mana instant. Top 5. Take 1. Exile it. If it's a really cheap instant spell, you can cast it for free. Ooh. Otherwise, put it in your hand. Repel the Vial is decent removal in this set. Boy, there's not much here, eh? There's an Aki Ember Keeper if we think we might be getting into red-green modify. But these packs have kind of stank a little bit. They've stank a little bit. I don't want any of these cards. Let's take the Ember Keeper just in case we're going to be modify stuff. Ooh, hello, green. Spinning Wheel Kick and a Generous Visitor. I want the Spinning Wheel Kick. Fighting is good. Well, not fighting, biting. Double biting, triple biting. Probably never quadruple biting. What would that be? That would be 10 mana? Probably never quadruple biting. But yeah, I'll take a Spinning Wheel Kick to go with the Orochi Merge Keeper. Go from there. Here I see a rather late Twisted Embrace. This is black's common removal. I don't think I've played black yet. I've not. I did play black once, black-green. I've played white-red, mono-green, but black-green, white-red, white-green. Oh, there is a Wanderer's Intervention here, too. Take the Twisted Embrace, see if that's a sign that black's open, or maybe people just didn't read the card. Tamio's Completion is pretty good removal. This one is not great. I have enjoyed Jukai Preserver so far. I've enjoyed it a fair bit. And with Wheel Kick and Orochi Merge Keeper, I think I might just pick it up. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll find a lane someday. Just not today. Maybe pack 2. Maybe pack 2. This is the slow bolus. But yeah, first impressions of the format. It's complicated, I think, to a fault. Somebody who I think was being a giant dick in the comments, suggested that complication just makes it more skill intensive and skill based. And why I wouldn't want cards with less text, would I? Yeah, I would. There's a lot of gotcha moments, so you got to make sure to read the cards. Acquisition Octopus. I was thinking this might be better in this format because you can reconfigure it, whereas previous things like the otter and the cat have been one-time uses. That said, there's not much going on here. I don't want to jump into blue with nothing just for an octopus or a Tamiyo's completion, so I think I might just take an Uncharted Haven because we're going to play it regardless of what we end up in. So I will take the Haven here. Well, here's a virus beetle all the way back around in case we happen to be like green-black, for example. Again, the blue's not super pulling me in, although this essence capture is good. So I'll take a virus beetle. Here I see another virus beetle, I suppose. I would love to recur these. Aiko does that if we end up black-red. If we end up red-green, though, explosive entry has been fantastic. Although red's not pulling me in just yet. We've got a Twisted Embrace. Let's take another virus beetle. Well, what's our artifact count at the moment? 3? There's a chance we might be splashing some more, so I kind of want to take a network terminal. Yeah, let's take a network terminal. Papercraft Decoy is a playable-ish card. Neither of these are any good. Let's take the blue one, I guess. Let's take the blue Shrine. We're not going to play it. And let's hope that Pack 2 gives us a better plan. Because at the moment, I don't quite know what we're doing. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. Black-green enchantment artifacts could be decent. Our trash pot would be huge. Oh, what if we just got into blue? What if we just took a walking skyscraper? I'm going to take a walking skyscraper. This card's obnoxious. Next pack, we've got a bad rare. It's very bad. I've never found a reason to want to play this. I've seen somebody play it, and it was bad. It does modify for our walking skyscraper. It is an enchantment, I guess. I guess I could always give it a try just to confirm that it is in fact bad, because I don't think I want the cuff here. I'm not going to take another beetle or a bargain or an iron apprentice or a Kami. Yeah, let's take this. So I think we're heading into black-green. Boon is not bueno. So Undercity Scrounger. Things might die. We can get treasures. I think that's probably what we want to go with here over a grafted growth that we don't need yet. Harmonious Emergence. What's going on here? These two cards I can't click on or hover over. Okay, but now I can. Weird. There's another Undercity Scrounger. We've got another Jukai Preserver. Let's try to make a whole bunch of mana and treasures, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with those at some point. Apparently this card's bugged, so that's fun. especially because I think it might be the pick here. I think we're off red. I don't want Brute Suit. Vehicles have been bad, thankfully. Very thankfully. Yeah, I think I want the kunai. I don't know if we play it or not. I guess this cycles itself and modifies, but we're not desperate for modifying. Let's take it just in case we end up desperate. Clawing Torment, I'm deeply curious to see how it is. I don't think I've seen anybody play it yet. Heir of the Ancient Fang we can take, though. I've played this a fair bit, and we are going to be modifying stuff. Modify if we play it. This modifies, and we'll go from there. This is going to be more like a 6-drop. So yeah, let's take Heir of the Ancient Fang. Let's hope we find some power, because I feel a little bit underpowered at the moment. So, hi, green cards. This card's been fantastic. 3 mana instant speed for 2 counters is amazing. Surprise Flip a Saga with +2/+2 counters on it. I've really enjoyed Storyweave quite a bit. I've also really enjoyed Coiling Stalker. Fang is Typhoid Rats. It's very good. This card's totally solid. But we'll take a Storyweave here. One annoying thing I've learned, doesn't count your sagas as creatures. So we have 11 creatures at the moment. And how big could our trash bot be? Our trash bot could be huge. Could be a 12/4 with trample. Dinger. Don't have a huge reason for the network terminal at the moment, but we'll see if we can find anything. So if I had taken that blue rare, we would have had 2 blue cards that I don't care about. That is really cool art. Two blue cards that I don't really care about, and I don't think we've gotten anything blue. There was another Tamiyo's Completion I think I saw. So I feel comfortable with not having taken that. Well, I guess we would have had a ton of these. There's a kunai, which I mentioned, thinking I might want to try. Kami of Terrible Secrets. So this is artifact and enchantment. And we're a little bit low on enchantments, but we can try to get there. Green will certainly help us out. 3/4 is also an okay body. We'll pick this up, but it's pretty filler. How many Undercity Scroungers do you think I can have? Not 3, because we're going to take a Fade into Antiquity. I think this is going to end up overrated. Yes, it hits a lot of things. Yes, you should pick it highly. No, it is not unconditional removal, but you should pick it just below unconditional removal, I think. It is good. It is good. But if people are telling you to like first or second pick this, I might not follow that advice. We've got another Beetle, or we've got a Reckoner's Bargain here. Also, just infinite Tamiyo's Completions. Let's see how many Beetles we can get. Let's just hate our opponent's hand as hard as possible. If we splash red, a Bloodfell Caves would be great. And I don't want anything else there. We are not going to play an enormous Energy Blade. That's not a thing. Automated Artificer. What are we at now? We're at 9 artifacts? I doubt we play that, but we'll see. Let's take an Explosive Entry, because this card is very playable. This card is unplayable. Super low curve other than this 8-drop. I have to keep an eye on modification. 1 modify, 2 modify. 3 modify if something is already modified. 4 modify. 5 modified. 6 modify. Okay. Okay. What if we splash a Kotose? We could splash a Kotose. Or we could play a Boseiju. This thing can get huge and it gets counter. No, it doesn't get counters. It doesn't get counters. Modified only cares about modified creatures. So sagas are not modified. So what is this? This is Boseiju versus Kotose. Because we are not taking Kami of Restless Shadows. We are not taking Inkrise Infiltrator. We're not taking Commune with Spirits. We're not taking a Decoy or a Brute Suit. Splash Kotose. So 5 mana 4/4 that draws us a card, because there will be something in my opponent's graveyard, versus a Boseiju. I think we'll take the Kotose. Okiba Salvage. It would let us return our Walking Skyscraper if it died, I guess. But like, let me look at the rest of the cards here quickly. People are huge on this card, and I don't understand why. It doesn't do that much. It might be the pick here. No, sorry, there's a Tawashi Guidebot. Tawashi Guidebot modifies, cares about modified, we're in. So the reason this card is bad, 5 mana to get back Walking Skyscraper, awesome. 5 mana to get back Kotose, pretty cool. 5 mana to get back anything else in our deck, absolute travesty. Absolute travesty. So, no. No to that card. We've got another Orochi Merge Keeper. Oh, and another Twisted Embrace. I think we take another Twisted Embrace here. Modify, removal. It's all the stuff we want. All the things we need. Yoink. I don't read you enough. What do? You're a 3/2, maybe Death Touch, maybe Menace. Yeah, we'll take a second Twisted Embrace. Cut this land. So here's our deck. Let's see if we can make it better. Another Fade into Antiquity. Chainflail Centipede's another way to modify. Would I play that over anything? Maybe over the 3rd Virus Beetle? Or maybe over the Artificer. What are we at? We're at 11 artifacts. That's almost half of our deck this helps cast. I will take the second Fade. I don't 100% know if we play it main deck. I get Historian's Wisdom is bad. We can easily cut that. Greater Tanuki is solid. Early game, get yourself that ramp. Late game, get yourself that 6/5 Trampler. So we are easily going to pick that up. There is a blue-black land, which I would like, but we do have Uncharted Haven, and we have Network Terminal to splash for Kotose. So yeah, let's take the Tanuki. And I think in that case, we'll cut one of these Virus Beetles. Another Uncharted Haven to just really make sure we're splashing that Kotose well, and make sure our colors are where we want them to be. I think I like that over a Grafted Growth, because this is not a card in our deck. This is a land, whereas this, we'd have to find a way to shove it in. And I don't think we have a great way of shoving it in. So let's pick it up. I need one more cut, though. Ooh, a Master's Rebuke. That we're going to shove in somehow. And I think that we might shove in over the second Fade. And then if Fade is better, we can always get that back in over something else. What's our enchantment count now? 11/5. Decent chance of this Kami triggering. All right, we'll have to do some finagling here. We've got a Kaido's Pursuit, which we are unlikely. This is the Mind Rot, right? Yeah, we're unlikely to side that in, but who knows? Creature count is 17. We can probably cut this Teachings of the Kirin, because like I said, I do think it is absolute garbage. So I will not be playing it. Nothing I want here. Let's take an uncommon for Vault Progress. And then the final cut probably will be our least impactful creature, which might be Virus Beetle number 3. We're still on 11 artifacts, so that's half the deck the Artificer helps us cast. Okiba Reckoner Raid. I bet this is probably good in Best of 1, which is why people are going nuts over it. Because it just it's probably very good in Best of 1, and it probably feels amazing if it's your turn 1 play. And if it's not your turn 1 play, it's bad. Take another Scrounger, I guess. Weren't people like I think people were super stoked about this card, and we just apparently had infinite opportunities to get them. Chainflail Centipede back around. I'm going to have to make a lot of choices here. So many choices. I like it when my deck is just done. Absolutely spoiled for choices. Okay. Well. Upside, I don't think we have to play any islands. Because we've got blue source, blue source, blue source. We are going to need to replace those lands, though. Let's go swamp forest. 17 lands. So we need 3 cuts. I think we're really stocked on creatures. Yeah, we've got 18 creatures. So I want one of these virus beetles gone for sure. Realistically, I should just cut this artificer. You're a 6-drop. You're hopefully more of a 5-drop. Two cuts. What is the artificer doing? It's not ramping us to walking skyscraper, really. If it explicitly comes down on turn 2, it's ramping us to a guide bot. And maybe it helps us like double spell. So get out of the deck. Takes us down to 16 creatures. I can maybe see cutting one of these fades. What are we not cutting? We are not cutting that. We're cutting that, or that, or that, or that, or that. Those, or that, that, or that, that. Those, that. Yeah, I think we're cutting one of these fades. If we come up against a heavy artifact or enchantment deck, we can bring one back in. But remember, well, this kills creatures and stuff. So does this. So does this. Your normal removal still works. All right. Let me double check the land base after we've made those cuts. Yep. Looks good. Let's play some Neon Dynasty. History of draft. 2 weeks ago, I had some issues with my computer and my work like isolated my personal computer because I'm a contractor. I use my personal computer for work. But I couldn't use my personal computer anymore due to their IT BS. So that's why that didn't get recorded. I played it on my laptop and lost in round 1 to Semulin for Guilds of Ravnica. Ravnica Allegiance is recorded. I didn't get a chance to render it. I'm probably going to put that up on Monday. And then next Wednesday we'll have, or I guess this coming Wednesday, we'll have War of the Spark, History of Draft. And you know what that means. It means it's going to be terrible, but the week after will be Eldraine. And then everything will be right in the world. Yeah, I'll take this Undercity Scrounger. So we turn 3 that, we turn 4 Twisted Embrace and kill something if there's something relevant. Tap it, make a treasure. We've got our green if we somehow haven't found green by that point. Opponent on green-white. I've rather enjoyed green-white this set. Let's get our Merge Keeper going, so we're already on 4. Which makes me think that I might want to Jukai Preserver the Merge Keeper. So then on turn 4, we'll have 6 mana available. Sounds like a plan to me. Small chance we get Master's Rebuked here, but if we do, so what? So what? You killed my 1/1. I didn't really need that ramp. You wasted a removal spell. I'm all in on that. Let's understate. Let's attack. It is time for the attacks. Drop a Scavenger. This will be saved for something that is not this. Something that is much bigger and scarier. Like maybe a 4/4 Vigilance. That might be a thing that I want to kill. There's no chance in hell they double block this, right? Didn't think so. Boop. Sure. Let's Twisted Embrace the Jukai Preserver, kill the Samurai, and make a treasure. Land for turn, I like it. Fade my Jukai, sure. Sure thing, Reno. And they are down to 1 card. Ooh. My treasure is now going to start letting me loot. This is loot, right? Yes, this is loot. So we're going to go land. We're going to go Wanya. We're going to go Network Terminal. We're going to go Undercity Scrounger. We're going to pass the turn. These 1/4s, they're going to get you. Jukai Naturalist, a little annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. We can always story weave it, or spinning wheel kick it, I suppose. Well, no, because it doesn't give any power boost. That's gross. Story weave should do the trick, though. Let's do a little bit of a test of if they have any instant speed effects. They do. They do have instant speed effects. We will not be attacking into those instant speed effects. Thank you very much. What do they have? Could be anything. Could be anything. Could be a Wanderer's whatchamacallit. Could be anything. These are 2 of arguably my best cards for this specific moment, so we will not be looting. This is a start. We can Chain Flail Centipede. And then we can equip the Chain Flail Centipede, making it a 3/4 Menace? No, just a 3/4. No, a 1/4 that attacks like a 3/4. I do really want to know what's in their hand, so we are gonna offer this up for the sacrifice. Nothing, eh? Maybe it's a Tamio's safekeeping. It could just be a Tamio's safekeeping. Jukai Preserver, okay. Get yourself a counter. Attack in for 3, gain 3 life, maybe? That is what they're going to do. Block. So if it's a Tamio's safekeeping, I definitely don't want a spinning wheel kick while they have a green mana up. Not a thing I want to do. I will play a Papercraft Decoy, though. And let's continue the slams. So I'll likely story weave this turn to try to kill that naturalist and see if it is in fact a... Jesus, stop with all the counters. Ooh. Not on your lifelinker, eh? Okay. I can work with that. No attacks. Okay. All right. You have to tell me at least what one of those cards are. At least one of those cards, you got to tell me. What do you got? You have something better than Touch the Spirit Realm. Oh, yeah? Cool story. Cool story. The hell is that other card? It's a walking skyscraper. Okay, I think we have ways of dealing with that, sort of. But we do need to start finding them. So let's tap this. Kotose. So I can get whatever I want, eh? And I can cast it forever? I can cast it forever as long as I have her. So probably take their fade, which means I am going to pitch the Story Weave. So yeah, let's drop a Kotose. Take their fade. So they get one attack with that skyscraper. I'll take this fade as well, if you don't mind. What else you got going on here? Jesus Sagas. Okay. Tell you what, our other fade's coming back in. I've already played against this card, and it is obnoxious. They've got some power left in there. All right, so I'll take both of those fades, and then I'll drop an air. And no attacks. So we are going to have to figure out a way to finish this game. How am I going to do that? I guess I have my own walking skyscraper at some point. Do they mill out first? They don't even mill out first. Boy, I don't know what we're doing here. I think we're passing the turn. How do I win? How do I win? Fall of Lord Konda. That's going to hit my Kotose. I think we just lose. I think we just lose because that walking skyscraper is obnoxious. Coming in with it, eh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we can kill it by doing this. And then we do this. And then it dies. I mean, that probably was just the gigantic opening that we needed, eh? So we'll draw a card. We'll make a treasure. We'll make a treasure. All we need is something big for this spinning wheel kick now, and we can throw away this Uncharted Haven. I do want to make sure I have that. Ooh, hello, my own walking skyscraper. That was a bad attack on their part. Air of Enlightenment, you got it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. If we find an untapped land here, we can clear their board. And almost kill them. We can take them to 1. But we need to find a land. We found not a land. So unfortunately, we can only almost entirely clear their board. 5, 6, 7. What do I need? I need 3, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8 with the network terminal. So 3. This is going to punch that, and that, and that. Bye! You can put a counter on your Bamboo Archer should you so desire, because I'm going to smack you for 8. They're going to get a 1/3 that draws a card when it dies. Good for it. And they're going to gain 2 life, 3 life, 2 life. All right, so they're currently dead on... No, they're not dead on board. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're close to dead on board. Hey! Woof! Thank you for attacking with that walking skyscraper. I would have been dead otherwise. We want another fade after what we saw was in their deck. And we can probably cut a creature like the Kami here. Yeah. Cut the Kami. All right, back in we go. Let's see if we can keep going. Ooh, my monitor has dropped. I wonder if you guys have watched the camera slowly tilt down more and more. Hopefully that will stay. Maybe I should tighten it. I can work with this. We can Uncharted Haven for blue, and then we can Uncharted Haven for green. And that should work out. Iron Apprentice on 1, you got it. Boop on blue. Doesn't look like we're going to have to cycle that guy. Dang it. Okay. Uncharted Haven for green. We have a brief window in the very short period of time to murder that sash. It starts out with this, and the next turn it is Masters rebuking it. And then the following turn is I want it. Although, no, I don't really want it. I can't do anything with it. Fade, sure. You don't get the counter. Papercraft Decoy can punch it. Punch it real good. Their instant speed effect is just the Lion Sash. Punch it. Punch it. One giant threat dealt with. Jukai Preserver? Sure. Yeah, I'll take 2. Will I take 2? No, you can have a 4/4. Oh, 5/5. Right, because it had 2 counters on it. Oops. I do want your Fade into Antiquity, though, because you ain't going to have that 5/5 much longer. Ooh, that was what was in hand, too? Good times. I'll take 5. What'd you top deck? A land? That's not good for you. Boop. Other one goes away because Kotose does only let you cast 1 of the cards that you have stolen. Tale of Master Seshiro. So in a couple of turns, they're going to have a 5/5. Nope, they will not. In for 4. Tell them that I'm going to take them to 2 next turn. No, my Tanuki. That's fine. In for 4. So it does have haste, annoyingly. It does have haste. So we're going to get hit for 5. But then we get to murder it. Taking 5. Oh, I should have looked through the deck to see if they had a Tamio safekeeping. Please put the counter on Seshiro's. All right, fine. Be that way. All right, so let's go like that. Kill the Living Legacy. 2 to equip, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain Flail. Attach. Can I interest you in going to 1? I can. Great. Because that means you have to top deck removal or a creature, and you didn't. See ya. All right. We did it. We won ode. We won and owed. Kotose. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Let's get going. Because I got brunch very shortly. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Reality Chip has been passed to me so much, but I've not played Blue yet. I don't think people realize Reality Chip's really good. All right, I will play first. Thank you very much. I've had this happen a lot so far this format. One landers. Obviously not the format's fault. It's Arena's fault for them specifically targeting me to have land issues. I love that some people probably take that comment seriously. Let's get rid of the centipede, I suppose. But we are going to have to find a land to get network terminal online. Opponent has a big deck. 36, 37. Math is hard. I don't want to think about it. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45 card deck. And hey, you know, it's important to let people who don't know how to draft have perfect colors and win sometimes. It's important that that happens. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. You got Menace. So I think it's important for us to get our mana going. So currently, it would appear that they're splashing a blue shrine. To me. To me good. Ninjutsu me. It's a pretty good ninjutsu. That's a 1/5 flyer. You're gonna mill me, aren't you? You shouldn't, especially when you have a way of returning stuff. All right, we got 5 mana to work with here. That looks to me like a Scrounger and a Beetle. Scrounger and a Beetle. Please discard something if you don't mind. I will have to kill that Goshintai at some point. Discards the Reckoner's Bargain. Replays Unforgiven 1, that's fine. You can 1 me in the air should you so desire. I will take it. I ain't got no choice. I might need to Twisted Embrace that Goshintai. Because it's too big for its britches. Yeah. Let's put a stop to that. Goshintai, calm down. Calm down. This has to be from their graveyard, right? An opponent's graveyard, yeah. I don't really want their Goshintai. I don't want their Altar's Reap, whatever it's called, Reckoner's Bargain. I wouldn't mind their Unforgiven one. You're going to Reckoner's Bargain, okay. You got a Generous Visitor, do ya? So I get to scrounge, and I get to just say that's not going to be around to get any bigger. And then we're going to hit their hand again. I don't want that either. Your cards suck. I don't want them. We are going to pass the turn here. So what can they return? X or less, where X is... Oh, nothing. They can return literally nothing. Cool. Tales of Master Sashiro. Okay. So we're going to need to find a way to kill that at some point. There's no way you're attacking me with that. Okay. Oh, I guess they can bring that back. Sure. All right. Well, that goes away. That goes away. And I'll get a treasure. We are going to tap one of these treasures. A Kami. I do have an artifact and an enchantment. I would love to draw a card and gain a life. And I would also love to attack for 2. Okay, that 5/5. Pardon? Okay. This 5/5 is the real threat at the moment. I need a way to make it go away. I have to exile a creature. Oh no, my 3/4. They are out of cards. So they are literally down to what can they find, or what can I find to put a stop to this, and there it is. Let's take that. Do I want anything in their deck yet? No, I still don't. I still don't. So we are going to attack for 2. Yeah, we're going to attack for 2. We're going to drop a Papercraft decoy. We're going to block... Oh, I guess... I don't know why I desperately wanted to kill the creature instead of just killing the saga, but I was really locked into, when it becomes a 5/5, I'll kill it. Making content around a new set, always a bit tricky. Well, you see, it's because I wanted to 2-for-1 them. That's why I did it. So, if anybody's in the comments, that's why I wanted to do it, because I'm a very, very good Magic player. Boop. Get your mana. God, I exiled it. I might have stolen that. I think I just want to play my Jukai Preserver, which means I'll sack a treasure, but that's fine. Jukai Preserver makes Scrounger big. Let's start closing this out. Big Scrounger, in for 3. Put him on a 3-turn clock. No, that's fine. In for 3. Network terminal. Tap. I guess it's the only thing we can tap. Ugh, that's a lot of lands. It's a lot of lands. I'm going to want some of these lands for Spinning Kick and for Walking Skyscraper. Land return sounds good. In for 3. Let's drop another Scrounger. Pass the turn. We'll loot on their turn. Throw away the forest. Yeah, I don't want... I think they're splashing this shrine. Hey, we get to see if Clawing Torment's any good. It's going to be kind of annoying, because this is now just dealing it. It doesn't gain them life, though, right? It does not, so it's no big deal. We're still very heavily outracing them. Let's pitch this swamp. Ooh, a Tanuki. Let's get in. I can't block anyway, but something might die. Get in for 3. Drop a Tanuki. Pass the turn. And hey, you're dead. You are what we refer to as dead on board. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as they play an artifact or enchantment creature, we can just kill it. Song of Renewal? Okay. You're not playing both of those, are you? I guess you're playing both of those, but you're enchanting the Goshintai, I assume. You are. So they are just dead. They are just dead. What was the first trigger on that? Was there a trigger and then you pay, and then if you pay, there's another trigger? Anyways. Hi, walking skyscraper. We are going to Kotose. We are going to steal their Fade into Antiquity. I would like to look at your deck, please. Okay. That's not something you should be playing in a deck that's splashing. That's scary. That's not that scary. Okay, this person rare drafted, I think. They do have Tameo safekeeping. Let's be aware of Tameo safekeeping. Let's be somewhat aware of Boon of Boseiju. Let's be aware of 2 return to actions. A Story Weave. Okay. They've got themselves some stuff. But I think their deck is probably not built super well. Let's kill the Goshintai and then kill them. Boop. So unfortunately, a lot of their stuff is just sort of like normal-ish creatures, eh? Normal-ish creatures. Not an enchantment or artifact, not an enchantment or artifact, not an enchantment or artifact. I think we go back in. Go back in, take him down. Yuck. I'll keep it. Their deck is so wonky. All right, you are... You have to be green, because we don't need Kotose on 5. We don't need Kotose on 5. We have 2 other ways of getting blue. Actually, many more ways, because we have... dang it. Okay, so this one is what? Put a counter on it? That's pretty decent. It's a very slow chronomenon. Missed a land drop and put a counter on it. Okay. Let's I would like to punish this opponent, if at all possible. Let's start out with Trash Bot to block. That Tanuki is coming down on 6, so we will not be channeling it. Found their land, okay. Rude. Taken 2. Powerfully rude. Tawashi Guide Bot can counter up itself, I suppose. Which will then let the air get the modification. Which will then start getting our card draw going. Oh my god. Okay, well now I want blue to get the fade to kill the Goshintai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, gonna drop an air with no modification, unfortunately. This stinks. But it's important to let weaker players win, even if it costs you $10. There's no way in hell they should be winning. Not a chance. We are going to start trying to get back into this, although we do need that trash bot to die somehow. We really need trash bot to die. We've got 8 turns. God damn it, they have story weave. Oh, returned action? Sure. Whatever. Comes back as a 1/1. And my trash bot starts to grow. Not fast enough, but it starts to grow. Coiling Striker, sure. Tanuki. I can't believe we're losing this one. This feels bad. This feels real bad. This is the part of Magic I dislike. Unforgiven one, sure. No attacks, I like it. Let's Virus Beetle them. There is no way we're winning without attacking. And let's drop a Scrounger. So we are on a 6-turn clock. So are you telling me the tale of Storyweave? This returns creature. So it'll turn nothing because you don't have any ones. So taking 4 regardless, unless we go like this and just take 2, putting us on a 4-turn clock. That will grow my trash bot. Boon of Boseiju. Okay. What a trash garbage game that was. They were stuck on 3 mana. Their deck is built very poorly. And it doesn't matter. Because Magic is built in a way to make sure that skill doesn't matter. Let's go back in. All right. Let's not lose to that bullcrap. I can work with this. That's a Beetle and Rebuke definitely there. With time to draw lands and draw stuff. This is black. I really should just start naming blue because I'm always going to get the color that I wanted. Discard, please. Discard. Discard. Season of Renewal? Sure. Coiling Stalker? Sure. I got me a trash bot. No attacks. Don't you dare have a story weave. All right, show me the story weave. If it's just the black return spell, I don't care. Debt to the Kami, I sack a creature. Sure, my virus beetle. Oh, exile, not sack. Ugh. I think they thought that I had to sack my trash bot or something. Uh-huh. Just give me lands and stuff, please. I don't. Magic the Gathering, folks. Magic the Gathering. You can have an opponent play 3 colors, splashing for no reason, get stuck on lands, and just die. Solid, good game. Alright, as long as they get stuck here and just like can't interact for a slight bit, we can story weave Master's Rebuke and try to get back into this. Although that's not even going to be enough to kill the Goshen Dai. Okay. That was some stinking bad magic. That is the type of magic that makes me want to quit. But we won't. We'll go into match 3. Unfun. Unfun. Oh, just makes you not feel rewarded for, like, putting any amount of time or effort into the game. Let's play first. Yeah, that's a one lander. On the draw, that's mildly close, but on the play, it's definitely not. Cool. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53 card deck. Please don't let me lose. Please, Magic. Please. Kami of the Restless Shadows, sure thing. We'll keep a Reckoner raid. They kept a 1-lander, maybe? Take 1. They kept a 1-lander. They kept a 1-lander. And we are sitting here begging to not lose. I mean, it probably wasn't the worst 1-lander if they had a 1-drop, a 1-drop, a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 2-drop. But I'm growing tired of the bullshit inherent in Magic. Let's drop a Kotose and take their Kami, a big 3/3 that would return my Virus Beetle on top of my library. That sucks. But yeah, I want that more than I want a beetle or anything. All right. What's in your hand? 5-drop, 2 2-drops. So if we don't block, they get a Coiling Stalker out. Each opponent makes a 1/1. And then you get a 3/3 haste and you get those rats. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. What else is going on in here? We get to answer the question that I've always wondered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 lands in their 56 card deck. Okay. 19. And I'll bet you they're wondering why they're mana screwed. You gonna give me some rats? You got a Clawing Torment Kotose. Okay. Guess she'll be attacking then. Smashy smashy? Is she a ninja? She is a ninja. Oh, but she won't be in the graveyard before we can cast the Kami. So this will be a 1/4. It's not too shabby. It's probably just better. You can buy back the Virus Beetle. I don't want to lose to the 56 card 19 land deck. I really don't want to. Okay, sure. Give me a rat. Lose a life. Discard a card, please. Yep. In. So that's 8. They're threatening 5 back. Yeah. In. Sure. Yeah, block that rat. Alright, so they take 6. We drop a trash bot. I get another rat. And then we're just going to die to their flyer anyways. It's important to let really bad players win sometimes, I guess, apparently. Oops, can't do that. Yeah, I don't want them to have a rat. It's important to let bad players win. One lander, stuck on 2 mana, 56 card deck. Have utterly failed to present any sort of challenge to them. I guess we get in for 8. It's like slightly a challenge. But now we're going to go to 7. It has haste? Good God. No, we're just dead. No, we're not dead because we can block the Coiling Stalker. No, we're just dead because of the Okeba Reckoner Raid? No, not quite. Well, hopefully they're really bad and make a really dumb attack here. It wasn't that dumb of an attack. So we have to loot and top deck removal is what we have to do. So let's tap, loot. That's not it. Down to 3. So Jukai Preserver is 3, 6, 7, 8. I think we did it. I think we just barely got our asses there. Actually, we can use this as a spell. So they block like here, we go 3, 6, 7, and then we spread the counters. Yeah, smashy, smashy. Please. Please. So then we just go boop and boop. You dead? Thank God. Oh, I would have quit Magic on the spot. I would have quit Magic on the spot. Oh boy. Oh boy, what a bad deck. Alright, let's go back in. Early days of the format, the stuff you see, and the stuff you lose to. But you see, because this format is complicated and powerful, it rewards skill. You only win if you're skillful, says YouTube comments. This hand looks pretty good. We get to actually make this blue. Dockside Chef, whatever. We get to actually make that blue. We're going to whiff on a 2-drop maybe, but then we get to go 3, 4. Things will be modified. Roaring Earth, you got it. This card's been really good. I've played it a lot and really enjoyed it. Whiff on 2-drop as expected. They're hitting their land drops. How heavily are they hitting their land drops? Heavily? Okay, you're an enchantment, right? Okay, you're going to give it +2/+2, aren't you? Oh boy. What a glass cannon pile of crap. So we drop this, we ask them to not have an answer for a moment. We twisted embrace that. And then we still have some things to deal with, but not crazily so. We are going to have to take 5, maybe 6 here. Sure. Goodbye, skyscraper and land. Okay, take 5. If you have a Tamiyo's Embrace, I encourage you to go straight to hell. Thank you. Haste? No. Haste? No. In for 3. 5, actually. Okay. Everybody hold on to your butts. You holding on to them? Oh my god. You can hit yourself, right? Yeah. Hit yourself. That lets us punch whatever gets a counter here. Sure. Goodbye, Papercraft Decoy. Nice knowing ya. You ain't attacking me, I'll tell you that much. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. I will greedily save that Master's Rebuke. Because we need to, like, 2 for 1. Counter up your memory? Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Sure. Boop. We are not blocking with that Jukai Preserver, so let's get in. Drop Tanuki. Oh, this feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Well, if they attack, we can at least trade with Tanuki. They opt not to. Let's drop an air. Pass the turn, and that Roaring Earth is going to get us. It's going to get us pretty hard. Ninja's Kunai? Sure. It's not going to do much, but sure. All right, we just have to, like, draw literally no lands from here on out. I don't have an artifact, but I need the 3/4. Are you on full control mode? No. The Kunai is anytime. Undercity Scrounger, you got it. Oh, what are we playing out to here? We're playing out to like a Kotosi. That's a start. Due to the way their deck is constructed, they are somewhat unlikely to hit lands. So I'm going to send in this Tanuki and see what they're willing to trade, and then we can kill the other thing. They just take it? Sold. Yeah, 5/6 is going to be ever so slightly harder to kill. Boy, getting in for 6 there may be what we really needed. Because now we just get to attack with the Tanuki again. And they're somewhat forced to block it with the Living Legacy. Grafted Growth. So it's going to be a 6/6. I can still attack in with it. And you cannot attack me with it. Ooh, what if we just did this instead? Boop. Get out of my game. Stop threatening me with your 56 card deck. I do not accept the theory that literally anybody should be able to win with semi-regularity, as is often the case in modern limited sets. Oh no, it took 3. Can I interest you in taking 7? So if we do this, they have to block. 4 or 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're just dead if we attack with everything. Figured it out. All right. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Couple of subpar decks there for match 2 and match 3. But anybody can win, even me. So let me know how Kamigawa is going for you. I'm trying to have some fun with it, and I am having some fun with it. I'm drafting whatever I feel like. I don't care what any of the data says. I don't care what any of that says. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to have fun doing what I want. And I am having fun doing what I want so far. Magic is still being magic. I don't think that's ever going to change. It's a 30-year-old game later this year. I guess next year, technically. And it hasn't evolved well. It has not evolved well. Game technology has passed it. So that's unfortunate, but I'm going to keep with it because it is a game that I enjoy despite the flaws, but I will not ignore the flaws. I will speak to them now and then. Let me know how it's going with Kamigawa for you. But otherwise, I will see you all next time. Like I said, Kingdom Death Monster is going to be up tomorrow, and it's a great one against another boss fight, sort of, Nemesis. I'm going to put up History of Draft Ravnica Allegiance on Monday. Wednesday will be History of Draft War of the Spark. I'm going to get a rapid Kamigawa draft recap and then go on from there. So let me know anything you want to let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, see you all next time.